What's up, everybody? It is Brian, the Pittsburgh comic expert. I'm doing a double contest entry video here. The first is going to be for Huey's Comics. So he wanted us to promote 5 channels. Um, the first one I kind of lumped in, and these are the ones I find myself watching the most in addition to Huey's Comics, which is typically because his videos are kind of short, and I usually find myself only having about 5 to 10 minutes to watch videos on demand, or ad hoc, as opposed to like planning to sit down and watch them like I do sometimes on Saturday mornings. So let's start with any of the New York Warriors. So from what I know of who's in that group, I think it's it's definitely Enrique at Big East Comics. It's at Mini NYC. I think Erod 212 is in there. Eddie the Comic Guy. And I'm missing one. I want to say maybe Marky 316, but I'm not sure. So any of those guys, I usually, if so, it seems like Manny and Manny especially always comes across all these Golden Age books, and it's just interesting to watch him get these Golden Age slabs, because that's one venue I haven't managed to delve into much yet, with the exception of a couple of Archie books I have from that era. All right, next one is my buddy Mike, Amazing Murfinator, from Boston area. I love bantering with him back and forth as well on the channel as well as via email, so I had to give him a big shout out. And Mike, I got some books coming out to you here. I'm going to try to get them out Monday, Tuesday, and I do hope you like them for our blind trade. Next one, this is a new sub for me, as in I just subscribed to her. It's Geekarella. It's this woman in Australia who is really big into DC. She does read some Marvel, but most of her stuff is DC related. And I know she's a big Superman fan, at least what I could tell from the videos. She's entertaining. She's funny. She's just fun to watch whenever she talks about these comics, and she has an Australian accent, so it's hard to beat that. All right, next is Vin Crew. The guy, Mike, is just a wealth of knowledge. I cannot plug him enough when it comes to his channel. He just, anytime, like I said, I find myself sending him text messages and emails when I have questions that I just can't seem to find the answer online. And he definitely teaches the expert here a few things. And last is Jimmy C. Find him pretty entertaining, because it seems like he's always fallen into a good deal as well. I think I just saw at a estate sale where he picked up an Iron Man for a buck, first Thanos or something like that. So yeah, and plus the artwork that he picks up too, he usually manages to find some original comic art and covers. So it's always cool to watch. That's something else I haven't gotten into, and I think if I did, I'd probably be sleeping on the couch for a couple of months. Just one more thing to collect. Okay, that's part 1. So part 2. SemperFi Comic Guys contest. You want to know why Spider-Man is your favorite. Okay, so I pulled some Spider-Man books out of my vault here. Just kind of show these off. Got Amazing 36. Amazing 122. Death of the Green Goblin. Amazing 121, Death of Gwen Stacy. Let's see. Amazing 31, first Gwen Stacy, first Harry Osborn. Amazing 300. And, Amazing 50. So I think my earliest issue of Spider-Man is at 31. This one here. Sorry for the glare. So why do I like Spider-Man, and why has it always been my go-to book? Well, as a kid, I read Spider-Man more than any other comic, just because of the villains, and that's still to this day why I like Spidey. Is that all, or at least a good portion of Marvel's villains, all appear in Spider-Man before they appear anywhere else. I mean, look at this one. This is the first appearance of the Kingpin. And he appeared in Spider-Man, but primarily appears in Daredevil books. You know, the first appearance of Venom, first Green Goblin, first Mysterio, Lizard. I mean, the list just goes on with all the first appearances that come through Spider-Man before they go anywhere else. So that is why I like Spider-Man. I always thought the bad guys were interesting, and this is just a small sample. I do have a good bit of Spider-Man books. I even get some of the crossover books that are, you know, like I've got Daredevil 16 and 17, the first John Romita artwork on Spider-Man. So I mean, there's, you know, lots of good stuff there. First Punisher, I have that put away. So yeah, Spider-Man's definitely my favorite to collect. It's my goal to get the first 38 issues, all the Steve Ditko stuff. So I probably have 1/8 of them. I've got 31 through, I think, 34, or 31 through 33, and then I've got 37, 38. So I mean, I don't have many of them, but yep. But that is why I like Spider-Man. So thank you guys. Good luck. Subscribe to their channels. I'm gonna try, when I post this online, I'm gonna go later and put links to their channels down here, and definitely give them a, check them out. SemperFi has always got some kind of contest or trivia going on. I think those guys have a Blaster Stash channel. I'm going to check that out here pretty soon on Facebook. And if you get a chance, check out Huey gives a tour of his bathroom, which is by far beyond any bathroom I've ever seen, with all the Funko Pops going along the ceiling. Anyway, yeah, it's odd talking about someone's bathroom, but yeah, he showed a picture, or he was in there, or took the camera in there and showed us the walls and everything, and it's like decorated like a comic room, but it's a bathroom, so it's interesting to say the least. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.